Good morning, everyone, and I welcome everyone, the principals of the two colleges, Santaji Mahavidyalaya, Dr. Priya Vanjari is with us today, my fellow convener, Dr. Nihal Sheikh, and today's resource person, Dr. Bipasha Ghoshal, to today's live streaming on YouTube. We are running the online compulsory course, Compulsory English for the 5th semester, as prescribed by RTM, Nagpur University. And students have enjoyed in large numbers. They have enjoyed in large numbers, and they have been given us an enthusiastic response to us, and we are grateful to them. And our resource person for the day, Dr. Bipasha Ghoshal, is a wonderful human being. She is the head of an associate professor and head department of English, Dhanbati National College. She is a BA honors, MA in English, BEd, PGTDE, and also MLit and PhD. She is a research guide for PhD students and also a recognized PG teacher. She has done her double MA in linguistics also in this year, in 2020. So that only shows her relentless pursuit for knowledge. And she's a wonderful human being. And one I know, she's a brave heart. She is a very brave person, come whatever may. She does not have that attitude of letting go of things. If she's faced with adversities, she braves it up to the world with a very confident attitude. And that is what keeps her going. I know her for her attitude, the never say die attitude. And she has many such papers to her credit in national and international journals. She has published books and also has been resource person at several places. I welcome Dr. Bipasha Ghoshal to take over and go on with the presentation. Over to you, Dr. Bipasha Ghoshal.
Good morning. Thank you, Sujata ma'am. First, at the outset, I would like to thank the principals, Dr. Priya Vanjari, who is a very good friend of mine, and Dr. Shraddha Anil Kumar madam from the principal of Dayanand Arya Mahavidyalaya. I also thank Sujata Chakravarti madam and Dr. Nehal for giving me, I thank all the organizers for giving me a wonderful chance to be on such a big platform where I can share my views with the students community of BA final compulsory English students. Today, this course has been devised by the two colleges, Santaji Mahavidyalaya and Dayanand Arya Kanya, and it is a 9-day course. And the students are very nicely taking in the course. And we have 3 more days. It started on 23rd of December, is going to end on 2nd of January. And it's a wonderful venture that has been taken up by these two colleges. Now I share my presentation. I move on to my presentation. The topic that has been assigned is a wonderful poem entitled She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron. Before I begin the poem, let me just give a brief introduction, dear students. This is a short lyrical poem by a British romantic poet, Lord Byron. This poem was written in 1814 and was published in 1815. This poem is one of the first poems in Hebrew melodies. And what is this Hebrew melodies? It is a collection of poems which has a total of 30 poems, all written by Lord Byron. And She Walks in Beauty is the first one. Coming to the background of this poem is based on a real life incident which inspired Lord Byron to write this poem immediately. Lord Byron is a true romantic, loved and lived life to the fullest. He used to attend fashionable parties This present incident is based on such an incident where he met his cousin Anne Beatrix Wilmot Houghton on 11th June 1814 in London, where he had gone to attend a party. Anne Houghton, she was in mourning. She was wearing a black dress as she was in mourning because she had lost someone near and dear. If someone dies in our culture, we wear white gown, but in the Western culture, they wear black color for mourning. Lord Byron, when he saw this lady, his cousin, Mrs. Houghton, he was enamored by seeing her physical beauty. And this particular poem also depicts the inner virtue and noble nature of this fine woman. He's so inspired that after returning from the party, he gives a glowing tribute to her. Now, without wasting much time, let us move over to our presentation. George Byron, 1788 to 1824 is the period when he was born, and he died in 1824. You can see this girl, she's wearing, of course, a white gown. I tried to get one in black, but I couldn't. But in the next slide, you will see. See how beautifully she's just moving about. And it is night time, and see the shade, see the shadow. Talking about Lord Byron, George Gordon Byron, he's the 6th Baron Byron. FRS, known simply as Lord Byron, was an English peer who was a poet as well as a politician. He was one of the leading figures in the Romantic movement and is regarded as one of the greatest English poets. He remains widely read and influential. Lord Byron पैदा हुए थे 22 जनवरी 1788 लंदन में, यूनाइटेड किंगडम, और उनकी मृत्यु हो गई थी 19 अप्रैल 1824 को ग्रीस में. उनकी वाइफ का नाम लेडी बायरन, एंड इन्होंने, मैंने यहाँ पे कुछ बुक्स के नाम लिखे हैं, डॉन जॉन, चाइल्ड हेरोल्ड्स पिलग्रिमेज, and there are some more. You can see Lord Byron's face over here. A nice, young looking, handsome man he was, handsome lord. See his features. Born in Greece, Greek features hai unke. Coming to the background of this poem, it is believed that She Walks in Beauty was written when Byron met his cousin, Mrs. Anne John Wilmot Houghton. Or she was wearing a spangled black dress because she was in mourning. Byron इतना फिदा हो गए उनको देख करके उस पार्टी में कि वो अपनी नजर हटा नहीं पा रहे थे. Byron was so struck by her beauty कि जैसे वो घर पहुंचे उन्होंने तुरंत वो पोएम लिख डाला. Let me read out the poem aloud to you, dear students. And जब read कर रही हूँ आप लोग सिर्फ feel कीजिए, इसमें it is packed with emotion. ये short lyrical poem है. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. And on that cheek and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. the most famous opening lines of Lord Byron. The poet opens this poem with perhaps the two most famous lines that you find in stanza 1. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light, which heaven to gaudy day denies. See the black dress that she's worn and she's walking. See the gait. Once again, feel the stanza. Second stanza, one shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. This is the final stanza. There are 3 stanzas in this poem, students. And on that cheek and over that brow, so soft, so calm, so eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days and goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. See the starry nights over here. आकाश जहां पे कोई बादल नहीं है, सिर्फ तारे चमक रहे हैं. जब कोई बादल नहीं होता है, क्लियर स्काई में जब तारे चमकते हैं, बहुत सुंदर दिखता है. She walks in beauty like the night. यहाँ पे पोएम ने कंपेयर किया है कि वो लेडी कैसे चल रही थी, कैसे वॉक कर रही थी. She was walking very beautifully, जैसे एक रात की तरह, like a night. और वो रात जहाँ पे कंपैरिजन किया है, लाइक किया है, सिमिली है. Later I'll talk to you about the literary devices used in this poem. Of cloudless climes and starry skies. कोई क्लाउड नहीं है स्काई में, क्लाइमेट बहुत सुहाना है, नाइट पूरे तारों से जगमगा रहे हैं. And all that's best of dark and bright. देखो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ब्राइटनेस आया है चमकते सितारों के कारण, रात का समय है, कितना सुंदर लग रहा है. और यहाँ पे कोई चल के जा रहा है, शाम का समय है, पार्टी है. ओके, यहाँ पे मैंने तारों के साथ में आसमान दिखाया है, और किस प्रकार से जो लाइट और शेड का जो यहाँ पे मिश्रण हुआ है, कितना सुंदर तरीके से ये पेड़ दिख रहे हैं. उतना ही जरूरी है, उतना ही डार्क होना चाहिए, उतना ही ब्राइट होना. उसी प्रकार से ये लेडी, इट वॉज एंड ऑल दैट्स बेस्ट एंड डार्क एंड ब्राइट. एक जगह में डार्क है, एक जगह में ब्राइट है. उस मीट इन हर एस्पेक्ट एंड हर आईज. यू कैन सी, आप उसके आंखों में देख सकते हैं, थोड़ा सा मेलो है, थोड़ा सा टेंडर लाइट है. There is some kind of softness, some kind of tenderness can be seen, which heaven to gaudy day denies. Gaudy is something, bright, कुछ harsh light. जो दिन के समय में ये जो तारे हैं ना, नहीं चमकते हैं, क्योंकि सूरज का उजाला इनको छुपा देता है. तो बहुत ब्राइट लाइट कभी कभी आंखों को भी बहुत आंखों के लिए बहुत सॉफ्ट नहीं रहता है. So let's see the explanation over here. The lady who is walking, she is as beautiful as the night. Night के जैसे सुंदर है, and that does not have any cloud in the sky. Sky में कोई भी cloud नहीं है, और sky पूरा तारों से भरा हुआ है. The sky is full of stars. Everything beautiful that can be found in the beauty of the day and night is seen in the beauty of the lady. एक और बार हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे कंपेयर किया, वो लेडी की ब्यूटी में जो भी ब्यूटी दिन में और रात में जो दिखता है, वो इस लेडी में दिखाई दे रहा है. It can be seen in her beauty, and especially उसकी आंखों में दिख रहा है. Her beauty is softened by the soft light. हल्के हल्के आंखों. देखो रात के समय में थोड़ा सा शैडो और थोड़ा लाइट जब हम डालते हैं ना किसी के चेहरे में, तो उसका चेहरा कैसे बहुत अलग से खिल उठता है, दिखता है. There is a nice blending of the shade and the brightness, which gives a very good effect. So her beauty is softened by the soft light. Even the heavens, that is God, is denied this soft light. The first stanza के कुछ difficult words आप देख सकते हैं, cloudless, जैसे कि there is no cloud in the sky, starry skies, the sky is full of stars, dark यानी night को संबोधित किया जा रहा है, bright यानी day, यहाँ पे both है, light को भी कर रहे हैं, जहाँ पे अंधेरा है, जहाँ पे थोड़ा बहुत उजाला है, and all that's best of dark and bright. The best things about day and night, दिन के उजाले में बहुत चीजें अच्छे से दिखता है, क्लियरली दिखता है, जो रात में नहीं दिखता, और रात के समय में कोई चीज बहुत अच्छा जैसे चमकता हुआ आसमान सितारों के साथ में जो दिखता है, बहुत चंद्रमा कितने सुंदर से दिखता है। एस्पेक्ट यहाँ पे बताया जा रहा है, उसकी खूबियां, उसकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, मेलोड यानी हम्बल, विनम्र, टेंडर यानी सॉफ्ट, हेवन यहाँ पे रेफर कर रहा है गॉड को, क्लाइम्स हम बोल रहे हैं द वेदर, क्लाइमेट, गॉडी, ब्राइट एंड कलरफुल, डिनाइज यानी जिसको हम डिनाई कर रहे हैं, जो हम दे नहीं रहे, डज नॉट गिव. Coming over to the second stanza, one shade the more, one ray the less. यहाँ पे देखो कितना सुंदर बैलेंस बनाया है. ये दोनों लाइन को मैं साथ पढ़ती हूँ. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace. The balance between shade and light in the lady's beauty is so perfect. इतना परफेक्ट है. एक शेड ज्यादा नहीं, एक शेड कम नहीं. देखो यहाँ पे सूरज के उजाले में कैसे शैडोज कैसे गिर रहे हैं. Trees are looking so beautiful. Okay, so one shade, not a shade more, not a shade less. It is just right to enhance the beauty of this lady. The balance between shade and light in the lady's beauty is so perfect that if one more shade अगर हम add कर देते, सारा चीज गड़बड़ हो जाता. It would have impaired if it had been added. Taken away, everything would have been spoiled. Half impaired means half damaged. आधा खराब हो जाता. Which waves in every raven tress. Raven यहाँ पे है एक पक्षी काले रंग का. यहाँ पे ट्रेस का मतलब उसका बाल. बाल को हम रेवन पक्षी, काले पिच ब्लैक बाल, उसको रेफर कर रहे हैं. Just a moment. Disturbing this balance would half impair or partially damage the woman's beauty. Now, this raven tress, उसके बालों को, उसके बालों को वेव्स के साथ में भी कंपेयर किया जा रहा है. जैसे लहर के ऊपर में बाल, घुंघरालू बाल कैसे वेव्स जैसे दिखते हैं, और पिच ब्लैक रेवन और सॉफ्टली लाइटन्स ओवर हर फेस. और ये इतने सुंदर तरीके से उसके चेहरे पे गिर रहा है, उसके काले काले बाल, उसके पीठ पे, उसके थोड़े से चेहरे पे, कि बहुत उसका ब्यूटी और एनहांस कर दे रहा है. Where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. और उसकी जो ब्यूटी है, नेमलेस ग्रेस का मतलब उसका जो ग्रेस है ना, उसको कोई नाम नहीं दे सकते. We cannot give a name to the elegance, to the beauty of her. Her beauty and grace are very hard. It cannot be defined. Hence the poet calls it nameless. The poet can't explain what makes her. नहीं बता पा रहा है कि उसका इतना जो गेट है, उसकी जो चाल है, वो क्या इतना सुंदर बना रहा है. But he's trying. He wants to try. He's saying. So, और ये जो बैलेंस जो है लाइट और डार्क, वो it is creating a nameless grace, and it is apparent in both her dark hair and in the expression that lightens her face. And इसके जो thoughts है बहुत serene है, बहुत sweet है. And कहाँ पे dwell कर रहे हैं इसके thoughts? They are dwelling in her mind, in her heart, and they are very, very pure, बहुत innocent है. How pure, how dear their dwelling place. Coming over to the difficult words of this second stanza, you can see shade, darkness in her features, ray, brightness in her features. उसके चेहरे पे कहीं पे bright, जैसे आंखें बहुत चमकते हुए bright सितारों जैसे लगते हैं. Half impaired है, half destroyed. Nameless grace है, जहाँ पे हम उसकी beauty को describe नहीं कर पा रहे. Every raven tress, every lock of her hair is black, pitch black. Serenely यानी बहुत शांत तरीके से, very calmly. जैसे सी कभी कभी बहुत काम रहता है, समुंदर बहुत काम रहता है, कोई तूफान नहीं, कोई वेव नहीं, तो वैसे ही उसका चेहरा बहुत काम था, बहुत पीसफुल था. स्वीट यहाँ पे मीन हो रहा है ब्यूटीफुल. ड्वेलिंग प्लेस यानी जहाँ पे रिजाइड करते हैं, उसके दिल में, दिमाग में. Dwelling place यानी माइंड, which is the home for her thoughts. Dwelling place usually हम लोग होम को बोलते हैं. ओके. Coming over to the third stanza, and on that cheek and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent. The smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days and goodness spent. अभी इसकी जो स्माइल्स है वो क्या एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं? अभी आपने देखा पहले लाइन में, एंड ऑन दैट चीक, उसके वो गाल में, उसके ओवर ओवर दैट ब्राउ, ब्राउ यानी आईब्रो के ऊपर में क्या है? हमारा माथा, फोरहेड, ओवर दैट फोरहेड, सो सॉफ्ट, सो काम येट एलिगेंट. उसके माथे में कोई शिकन नहीं है, फोरहेड में कोई शिकन नहीं है, कहीं पे कोई तरवटियां नहीं है. उसका जो चीक है, उसका गाल, उसका फोरहेड इतना सॉफ्ट है, इतना पीसफुल लग रहा है, इतना एलिगेंट है, इतना एलिक्वेंट है. यानी there is no words for her to voice it out loud. Yet मैंने उसके चेहरे से सब कुछ हमें पता चल जा रहा है. We can come to know everything from her face. The smiles that we, ऐसा स्माइल है जो हर एक दिल को जीत लेगा. That win, the tints that glow. उसके tints यानी जो blushes है, जैसे हम लोग कभी खुश हो जाते हैं, कभी कोई चीज को देख करके वी बिकम अ बिट हैप्पी, तो हमारे गाल कैसे गुलाबी गुलाबी हो जाते हैं. द टिंट्स दैट ग्लो, बट टेल ऑफ डेज इन गुडनेस. दिस इज द लास्ट स्टैंजा एंड वी हैव रीच्ड द क्लाइमैक्स. दे टेल ऑफ व्हाट? दे टेल ऑफ द गुड डेज दैट शी हैज स्पेंट. जो अच्छे दिन उसने व्यतीत किया है, उसके चेहरे से, उसके माथे से, जहाँ पे कोई शिकन नहीं है, जो काम, जो पीस सब दिख रहा है, ये क्या चीज का है? It is talking about the goodness that she has spent, the good days, the good deeds she has done, and the good days she has spent. A mind at peace with all below. माइंड कहाँ रहता है? अपना सर सबसे ऊपर, और हर चीज उसके नीचे में है. उसी प्रकार से heaven is all full of peace. Similarly, her mind full of peace and everything below, and a heart whose love is so innocent. उसका जो प्यार है, it is so pure, so her face is so angelic, her heart whose love is so innocent. So let's see the explanation over here. But what exactly do these smiles express? Byron tells us that they reflect all the time that the woman has spent doing some good deeds, good actions. She's certainly not just a pretty face. Sirf pretty nahi hai wo. She's also kind and good, which is why she's able to look so peaceful, so calm, so serene. Her conscience, uski jo atma hai na, wo ek rest pe hai. The woman's smiles and her healthy blushes that glow on her cheek and brow are serene and calm. Brow is just a poetic way of saying for the forehead. ये explanation थोड़ा सा और लंबा मैंने किया है. Last stanza है, climax है, तो थोड़ा सा explanation और I have elaborated. So we see the woman's serenity and smiles also reflect the calmness of her mind. Because she is a good person, her mind is at peace with all below. Everyone on earth, it is at peace. In other words, she's quiet and rather elegant. She doesn't joke and laugh a lot. She seems to be more of the lovely, regal kind, royal type ki hai. But even though she's quiet and calm, her smiles and blushes are eloquent. Her face is very expressive, even if she doesn't voice out much aloud. ज़्यादा नहीं भी बोलती है, पर उसका चेहरा बोलता है. Not only that, but her love is innocent. This could mean that she is not in love with anyone. ऐसे बोल सकते, she is not in love with anyone, और हो सकता है she is in love with someone. But जो भी है, उसका love जो is pure and innocent. In other words, it is platonic. It's not after sexual love. अभी ये 3 स्टैंडर्स मैंने अभी एक्सप्लेन किए हैं. मैं आप लोग को एक बताना चाहती हूँ, तीनों स्टैंडर का देयर इज अ थीम बिहाइंड दिस पोएम। वो थीम क्या है? पहले हम देखते हैं लव थीम है, जहां पे हम बता रहे हैं लव, स्माइल्स दैट विन, द टिंट्स दैट ग्लो, देयर इज अ लव थीम। दूसरा थीम क्या है? इनोसेंस है, थॉट्स जो सीरीनली स्वीट एक्सप्रेस, हाउ प्योर, हाउ डियर द ड्वेलिंग प्लेस। और एक और है यहाँ पे इनोसेंस का, अ हार्ट हुज लव इज इनोसेंट। तीसरा थीम इसमें क्या है? मिस्ट्री है। Waves in every raven tress. There are waves in every raven tress. There is a kind of a mystical element, mysteries there. Third stanza के difficult words देख लेते हैं। Over का मतलब over, calm, peaceful, eloquent यानी expressing something very clearly, readily and effectively. Smiles that win, the smiles that can win anyone. बोलते हैं ना, मुस्कान से हम पूरा जंग जीत लेते हैं। टिंट यानी हल्का सा जो ब्लश आता है गालों के ऊपर, ग्लो यानी शाइन। डेज इन गुडनेस स्पेंट यानी डेज स्पेंट इन गुडनेस, गुड एक्टिविटीज, अच्छे दिन जो हमने बिताए हैं। माइंड एट पीस, अ पीसफुल माइंड। हार्ट हुज लव इज इनोसेंट, हार्ट दैट इज फुल ऑफ इनोसेंट लव। Seeing some literary devices here, although for compulsory English students you don't require, but मैंने थोड़ा सा आप लोगों को हाईलाइट करके दिखाया है कि क्या क्या लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस, क्योंकि हर एक पोएम का मतलब है वी हैव टू हैव सम काइंड ऑफ लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस, फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच जो हम बोलते हैं। जैसे पहले लाइन स्टैंजा 1 में शी वॉक्स इन ब्यूटी लाइक द नाइट, हमने उसको लाइकन किया है, इट इज अ सिमिली। देखो ब्लू जो कलर्स दिया है ना, वहां पे आपको पता चल जाएगा कि कौन सा हम फिगर ऑफ स्पीच या लिटरेरी डिवाइस हम यूज कर रहे हैं। लाइक द नाइट, इट इज अ सिमिली। सिमिली जहाँ पे लाइक एज का यूज करके यहाँ पे शी वॉक्स इन ब्यूटी एंड लाइक द नाइट, यानी नाइट के जैसे वो चल रही है, रात के जैसे। क्लाउडलेस क्लाइम्स स्टारी स्काइज, सी क्लाउडलेस क्लाइम स्टारी स्काई। देखो वो पहला अल्फाबेट, क्लाइम्स, क्लाउड्स, क, so this is called alliteration, alliteration, अलंकार जिसको बोलते हैं। डार्क एंड ब्राइट, एक और एलिट्रेशन, डे डिनाइज, ड। डार्क एंड ब्राइट यानी दो ऑपोजिट्स है, डार्क भी है ब्राइट भी है, तो इसको हम जक्स्टा पोजिशन बोलते हैं, जक्स्टा पोजिशन। ये पहले स्टैंजा की लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस हो गए। सेकेंड स्टैंजा, one shade more, one ray the less, one shade the more, one shade the less। यहाँ पे देखो ज्यादा और कम, दो फिर से कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग एलिमेंट्स हो गए। ये फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच हम लोग क्यों यूज करते हैं पोइट्री में? टू एनहांस द पोइट्री, ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट करे। तो दिस इज एंटीथेसिस। नेमलेस ग्रेस, ग्रेस विच इज नेमलेस, इसको पर्सोनिफिकेशन बोला जाता है। raven trees, sorry, raven tress, raven is a bird, और हमने उसको बताया है कि बाल एक पक्षी, काला पक्षी के जैसे है, ये मेटाफर हो गया। serenely sweet express, serenely sweet express, इसको sibilance भी है और मेटाफर भी है। serenely sweet is sibilance, क्योंकि स आ रहा है यहाँ पे, फिर से आप बोल सकते हैं एलिट्रेशन है। एंड मेटाफर, over here it is a metaphor because it is expressing something in a बहुत शांति तरीके से, स्वीट तरीके से it is being expressed। जब हम बोलते हैं कि there walks the lion, जब हम ऐसे बोले तो that is a kind of a metaphor। स्टैंजा 3 में देखिए, यहाँ पे एंड पर्पल में होना था, ओवर नहीं है, ओवर यहाँ पे मैं हटा नहीं सकी कलर। सो एंड देखो कुछ वर्ड्स स्टार्टिंग उसका अल्फाबेट इज बीइंग रिपीटेड, so the starting of a clause, of a phrase, of a sentence is being repeated, so this is called anaphora। and this repetition at the beginning of the word of some phrases, this is called an anaphor। Anaphor 1, anaphor 2, anaphor 3 has been used. These are some of the literary devices that we have used, that the poet has used in his poem to make it more expressive and impactful. Let's see the tone of the poem. The tone, the poet is totally using a comparative tone right from the start. शुरू से आप देख रहे होंगे पोएम है ना, ये लेडी को किसी ना किसी चीज के साथ में कंपेयर ही कर रहा है. कंपेयर यानी तुलना, तुलना कर रहा है. Right from the start, Byron sets the tone of the poem with a comparison that seems almost divine. और comparison को से ऐसे मामला नहीं, something celestial, something divine. Beauty like the vast starry night. Beauty को कैसे describe कर रहा है? Starry night के साथ. Her dark hair and her white face, उसका काले बाल, घने जटाएं, and उसका जो चेहरा सफेद गोरा चेहरा, which the light hits, seems to recall the images of the Virgin Mary. Virgin Mary, जीसस की जो मदर है, उनका फेस अगर कभी आपने देखा, बहुत सीरीन, बहुत पीसफुल, बहुत काम दिखता है. तो देखो कहीं ना कहीं हेवनली इफेक्ट हमको मिल रहा है कंपैरिजन से. The poet compares the beloved's beauty to the night rather than daylight. Night के साथ कंपेयर कर रहा है. In fact, day is considered to be very bright, harsh रहता है. As per the poet, he is comparing her beauty with the night. Night में सब अंधेरा रहता है, पर फिर भी उसने उसकी beauty को night के साथ में he is comparing. How Byron has described the beauty of this girl? Her beauty does not seem purely physical either. Instead, it is almost an aura, a shield of beauty, unaware and almost innocent in its unawareness. देखो ये लड़की को नहीं, this lady, Mrs. Horton doesn't know that party में गई and someone is admiring and he is baffled and the poet, उसकी beauty किसी के ऊपर में इतना बड़ा impact उसकी beauty ने डाला है. She is just unaware and it is just not her physical beauty. She has an aura. वो जब चल के जाती है, वो वहां पे जब पार्टी में आई है, पोएट के ऊपर उसने ऐसा इंप्रेशन छोड़ा है. She is unaware of it and everything is in innocence that is taking place over there. So Byron, he says her beauty does not seem purely physical either. Instead, it is almost an aura, a shield of beauty, unaware and almost innocent in its unawareness. उसको मालूम नहीं है. She is unaware. The lady's beauty is largely innocent, almost virginal, and the poet cannot find a word that fully encompasses her beauty. The poet is simply enamored by her beauty. The poet पूरा फिदा हो गया उसकी ये सुंदरता को देखकर. और वो इस पोएम में खाली बाहरी सुंदरता के बारे में बात नहीं हो रही है, अंदरूनी सुंदरता के बारे में ही बात हो रही है. It is both the outer beauty and also the inner beauty of the lady. She reconciles dark and light together, appearing both glowing and also shrouded in darkness. देखो दोनों बातें हैं, dark and light का दोनों का मिश्रण है. एक साथ दोनों, she is appearing both glowing and also she is shrouded in darkness. She is covered, enveloped in darkness. Coming to the conclusion now of the poem is a description of a few snatched moments of peace, quiet and wonder. शाम की पार्टी में उसके ऊपर में जो इम्पैक्ट हुआ, वो कुछ मोमेंट्स को उसने ट्रेजर करके रखा है, उसको कितनी शांति मिली. He was wonderstruck. The poem is a description of a few snatched moments of peace, quiet and wonder. The woman is left unaware of the impression that she has made on the poet. उसको बिल्कुल कदापि पता नहीं है कि उसने क्या impression, क्या impact हमारे poet के ऊपर में डाला है. She is completely unaware of it and how a poet is smitten by the beauty of this lady, both the inner and the outer beauty. She continues on, उसको नहीं मालूम है, she continues on not knowing that she has become a symbol of beauty to someone witnessing her presence. उसको नहीं मालूम कि कोई उसकी ब्यूटी के ऊपर इतना प्रभावित हो गया है एंड वो एक सिंबल बन गई ब्यूटी के लिए, किसी के लिए जो उसको वहां पे देख रहा है, जो विटनेस कर रहा है उसकी प्रेजेंस को. Now students, we move over to the last part, that is questions. I hope आप लोग सबको थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आया होगा. मैंने आपके लिए कुछ questions डाले हैं यहाँ पे और I will request Sujata madam, if the students are answering the questions correctly or not, please let me know. Here we have some multiple choice questions. The poem is written by, there are 4 options. Can I have Sujata ma'am?
Yeah, but Dr. Bipasha, I'm here with you, and you have to ask the questions first, and as they answer, it will take some time for them, and I will let you know.
Fine, fine. Okay, fine. So the poem is written by John Keats. There are 4 options: John Keats, Lord Byron, William Shakespeare, John Dryden. A very easy question. The second question is, the walk of the lady is as beautiful as day, afternoon, evening, or night? Second question.
They have started answering. Gayatri Jumde is saying 1B. Ishwari Damohe 1B.
Yes.
Tanya Jakalani
Very
B.
good.
Priyanka Panna say B. I think all of them said B. Many students have answered.
That's a very okay.
Right answer?
The second question now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the right answer. Lord Byron. We have been talking about Lord Byron all this while.
Second answer also has started pouring in. Rita Bahadur is saying second D. Preeti Mishram is saying 2D.
Fine. Night.
Rahul
Yes.
Kinekar is saying B. Monica Mishram is saying 2D.
Okay. Right answer. Night. Very good, students. Okay. All of you have followed the poem quite well. So the walk of the lady is as beautiful as the night. Very good. The lady's beauty is softened by hard light, dim light, soft light, or green light. Lady की जो beauty है, क्या चीज से soft हुई है? Harsh, hard light, dim light.
Neha Pagare has answered 3D. Sejal Yadav is saying D.
I think the student should go back to the poem. The lady's beauty is softened by.
Monica Mishram is saying 3C.
Yes, that's the right answer, Monica Mishram. Her answer is right. The lady's beauty is softened by soft light.
Bhagyashri Madavi, Shaheen Pathan, Urmila Yole are all saying 3C.
Fine.
Right answer?
So they are getting.
Okay.
Yes, that's the right answer, soft light. The fourth question, the balance between shade and light in the lady's beauty is so perfect that if one more shade is added or one shade is dashed away, everything would spoil. Options are given, taken, thrown, discarded. Can we have the answer, students?
Give them some time. There's a slight lag between YouTube and Zoom. Some of them are still on the third question. They'll answer the fourth one also.
Okay. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Before moving on to the next one.
Students have to answer for the fourth one now. Answer the fourth question, as madam has asked.
Yes.
I think they have typed wrong maybe. 2 people are saying B, but they've written 1 for that. 1B they are saying. Actually, it should be 4. I don't know. You will be the best judge. What is the correct answer?
Yeah, let some more answers come in.
Okay. Yeah, now Roshan Bhavne is saying 4B. Monica Mishram says 4-1. Tanya Jaikalyan is saying 4B. Ritu Bahadur is saying 4C. Bipasha madam, they are giving all the answers. A, B, C, D, all.
All.
So you'll have to say.
No, over here, I think I must go back to the poem. The balance between shade and light in the lady's beauty. ऐसा balance वहाँ पे maintain हुआ है. Shade का light का, which is perfect. That if एक shade ज़्यादा होगा या एक light का कतरा भी कम होगा, तो हर एक चीज will be spoiled. It will be impaired. Please go to that stanza. If one shade is less and one shade, you can't give given away नहीं हो सकता. It has to be taken away. Our right answer is 4B. One shade less and one shade more. If it is taken away, everything would go wrong, would be spoiled. It can't be thrown. One shade less or one shade discarded नहीं हो सकता है. मीनिंग थोड़े पास है, थोड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग था, तो इसमें थोड़ा सा आप लोग को सोच करके आंसर देना था. So taken away is the right answer. 4B. Those who have answered 4B, 3 cheers to them. Second one, 4 का B है, taken away. I hope the students are getting.
They must have. Now they are smart enough. They have moved on to the 5th answer already.
Okay.
Although you haven't asked, but they've started answering the 5th one.
They must have found the 4th one because the meanings are a bit, similar kind. They must have found.
And let me take the names of some students who have given the 5th answer. Kalyani Junankar, Achal Shende, Preeti Lonkar, all saying 5th D. Aarti Mandal, Deepika Joshi.
Right answer.
Monica Mishra.
The poet calls. जहाँ पे डायरेक्ट आंसर है वहां पे उन लोग बराबर दे रहे हैं, जहाँ पे थोड़ा सा घुमावदार आंसर है वहां पे नहीं दे पा रहे हैं. The poet calls the beauty and grace nameless because they are very hard to indescribable. Nameless grace. Right answer, nameless. All of you have followed this very well because this is a direct question and a direct answer. The smile reflects all the time. The 6th question. The smile reflects all the time. The woman has spent doing what?
Answers have started coming in for that also. Preeti Lonkar, Rishabh Uke, Aarti Mandal all saying 6th A.
Very good.
Yeah, Kokate, 6th A.
Yes.
Kalyani Junankar.
Give me direct answer. Good, good. Can I move over to the next question now, students?
I think yes, they have all answered 6th A.
Okay. She is able to look calm and serene because she is healthy and happy, sad and disappointed, kind and good, bright and shiny. What will be the answers for this?
Give them some time, madam. Give them some time because it's just come on the screen.
Sure.
Yes, madam. Answers have started coming in now. But I'm sorry to say all sorts of answers. Karuna Bhairam says 7th A. Darshana says 7D. Ankita Tumdam says A. Kalyan Jurankar A. Ritu Bahadure says 7C. Tarika Chakalani says A.
Ritu Bahadure is right. Please give her a. How will you felicitate her? I don't know.
No, we can because just take a name. You have taken a name, that is more than enough.
Ritu Bahadure, congratulations. You have rightly pointed out the answer. See, once again, students, please think about the poem, read it again. If you want, I shall go back to the poem with the permission of the admin, but I think I have some more things to be discussed over here. I may run short of time. So first, let me finish off with my question and answer session. In case you still have doubts, we will move back. She's able to look calm and serene. Calm and serene. क्यों दिख रही है? Because वो healthy और happy. ठीक है, पर ये right answer नहीं है. वो sad तो है ही नहीं, disappointed भी नहीं है. वो good things करती थी. She was a kind-hearted soul. ये right answer. Bright and shiny भी नहीं है. बहुत bright दिख रही, shiny. She was looking very bright and shiny. No, this is not the right answer. So students, please go back to the poem, read it again. This is again not a very difficult question to answer. If you have understood the poem well, you will answer it. So the lady is kind and good. She has been doing good deeds. She has been doing good deeds. No wonder her face looks calm and peaceful. माथे में कोई शिकन नहीं है. Forehead पे कोई शिकन नहीं है. 8th question. The woman's serenity and smiles also reflect the dash of her mind. What does it reflect? Eagerness, heaviness, calmness, or distinctiveness? फिर से मिलता जुलता क्वेश्चन है, मैंने ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट डाले नहीं है क्वेश्चंस. वुमेन की जो सीरेनिटी है, वो जो इतनी शांत दिखती है, उसके जो स्माइल्स जो है क्या रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहे हैं, उसके माइंड का कौन सा एस्पेक्ट रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहा है?
Answers have started coming in, madam. Answers, should I check the answers?
Yes, yes.
Preeti Lonkar, Madhuri Kalme, Kalyani Junankar all saying 8B, and Ritu Bahadure, Achal Chende, Tanika Jay Kalyani all saying 8C.
Yes, 8C is the right answer, madam.
Okay.
8C
and Ritu
is
Bahadur
the right
has
answer.
thanked you because you took her name specially in the last slide for the last question. She has said thanked you for that because you have taken her name.
I have taken her name, Sujata madam, because she is very brilliant and she answers very quickly.
Okay.
Yes, madam.
Good. Kudos to us.
Yes. 3 cheers to this girl, Ritu Bahadure. From which college is she, madam?
Must be from Santaji, therefore Priya madam said.
Okay.
I guess
Okay,
so.
madam.
No. She's not from Santaji.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Please ask madam from which college later on, after the presentation is over.
Ritu is there on YouTube. She will answer herself, I think. She will answer.
Okay. Anyway, all the students, all the students who have answered 8C is the right answer. 3 cheers and kudos to all of you. The 9th question, the dark
madam,
hair
just
and
a
white
minute.
face.
She says I'm from Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya.
Wow, good. Intelligent girl.
See, I remembered that she's not from Santaji.
Yeah.
And she is attentive right from the first day of her lectures.
Kudos. Very good.
Very good,
Bipasha
madam.
Madam, answers for the 9th question have also come in. So if you read the question, I'll tell the answer.
Yeah. The dark hair and white face of the lady recalls the image of Mother, Sister, Virgin Mary, or Jesus Christ.
And
answer,
most
please.
of them answered 9C.
Yes, right answer, madam.
Many of them.
Because बहुत ज़्यादा contrasting है.
Rishabh Oke, Neha Kokate, Arpita Dhote, Neha Pagare, Sejal Yadav.
Congratulations to all
of them.
Yeah. Congratulations to all the students. Rishabh Uike, he's from my college, another intelligent boy, and he's also very sincere. I don't know whether he has attended all others. Please tell him congratulations from my side also. And all the students, those who have answered 9C.
Yeah.
Let's move over to 9C. Very good. It was quite an easy one. The beauty according to the poet is. Now the students, you might find it a bit tricky. Thoda sa vichar kijiye. The beauty according to the poet is spiritual, ethereal, surreal, or aura. The beauty according to the poet is. Please
madam,
think
just
and
come on the
answer.
screen. Give them some time. Just come on the screen.
Yeah. The सोच के बताइएगा बच्चे लोग answer, because I have also mentioned in my presentation. If you just recollect, आपको पता चल जाएगा what answer I'm looking for.
Madam, answers have started coming in. They are saying 10D. Yes. Most of them have said 10D.
Very good. They have wonderfully followed.
Poonam Zavania, Aishwarya Taware, Priya Raut.
Good.
Ashu Tagre, Madhuri Kalmeg.
Yes. I thought they will find it difficult. No, they have understood. 10D. Okay, the 11th question now. The poet cannot find a word that fully encompasses her. Intelligence, happiness, beauty, cruelty. The poet cannot find a word that fully encompass कर रहा है. Poet के पास ऐसा word नहीं है जहाँ पे वो पूरा उसको describe कर पा रहा है. He can't describe what it is. क्या चीज नहीं describe कर रहा? Poet cannot find a word that fully encompasses her intelligence.
Monica Mishram says 11C. Komal Sonule also says 11C. Is that the right answer, madam?
Good. Yes, Madam. Komal and Monica, you said.
Dinesh Shahu,
Both.
Neha Kokate. Now everybody answering 11C. Gunjan said some.
Yes, that's the
Karuna
right
Bhairam.
answer, Madam.
Yeah.
11C is the right answer. Good students, good. The last question in multiple choices. The word half impaired mean what? It means half happy, half sad, half damaged, half reluctant. What does it mean? Half impaired. We had this word, and I've also given a glossary. Have the students come up with the answer?
Just one has come just now. Jitesh Kosakar says 12C.
Right answer, madam.
Jitesh
Half
Kosarkar.
impaired means half damaged. I had mentioned about this
Now Dinesh
while I
Shahu
was
also
doing.
says 12C. Just two answers
Very
that
good.
are there now.
Congratulations, Dinesh and the other student who just mentioned, who was the first one.
Now many
So
of them have
let's move over
started
to
putting
the.
in.
Okay.
Yeah. All of them
So,
saying C.
So most of them have, out of 12, they must have got 10 out of 12, most of them. I'm very happy. The score is quite good. Let's move over to the short answer questions now. This is the answer key, students, for the multiple choice. There are 5 questions that have put up. How does, you can answer in 50 words, 75 words, 100 words. You can shorten it or lengthen it. The first question, how does Lord Byron describe women in the poem She Walks in Beauty? First question, to whom the lady is compared to in the poem She Walks in Beauty? Third question, why does the poet use the imagery of light and color to describe the subject? Subject means the lady. यहाँ पे subject कौन है हमारा? The lady, the beautiful lady. In She Walks in Beauty, what effect does the imagery of light and color create on the reader? हमने पूरे पोएम में देखा डार्क एंड ब्राइट, शेड, लाइट शेड, कलर, क्या इम्पैक्ट रहता है इसका हमारे पाठकों के ऊपर? What does the line "a heart whose love is innocent" mean? मैंने थोड़े से pointers लिए हैं इस questions के लिए. Just let's go through it. पहला question, how does Lord Byron describe the woman in the poem She Walks in Beauty? मैं थोड़ा सा fast जाऊंगी क्योंकि 5 questions है and we are I think running short of time now. She Walks in Beauty, it's an artistic appreciation of the internal as well as the external beauty of the woman. The controlling metaphor for this duality, ये जो dual है comparison जो हो रहा है, is in the comparison of 2 facets of the feminine object of appreciation expressed with the employment of light and dark imagery. There is a comparison of physical characterization with the moral depiction. The eyes are an apt feature to illustrate both physical and inner beauty as they best reveals the heart of a person. आंखों से पता चल जाता है कि आदमी कैसा है, whether the you can come to know about the person. The light or dark imagery pervades as a descriptor of the dual characterization as a nameless grace is apparent in her raven tresses, her inner being. They lighten her face where they are more easily apparent. The idea that the purity and beauty of soul apparent on the woman's features emanate, जो भीतर से निकलता है, emanate from within, giving a glow of a mind at peace and a heart whose love is innocent. The lady is the object of the dual appreciation of physical and spiritual beauty and inner beauty that even lends beauty to the physical features of the woman. You can take these as pointers to write your answer. इसको आप short या long आप कर सकते हैं. Moving over to the second question, to whom the lady is compared to in the poem She Walks in Beauty? Byron uses natural elements as a means to both articulate and compare the subjects yani the lady's beauty. Use of nature as a representation of perfection. Comparison to the woman's beauty as an aspect of perfection. The night and cloudless climes and starry nights, starry skies, these are all used. These are all something natural, ethereal. Romantic thinkers merged social and political elements of the good with the state of beauty. I said he was a romantic poet and also he was actively involved in political things. So these people, how they mix the good elements of the good with the state of beauty, usko kaise mix karte hain. Byron argues that all that's best of dark and bright is present in the subject of the poem. Byron feels subject is a physical representation of the intangible, जो हम छू नहीं सकते. Third question. Why does the poet use the imagery of light and color to describe the subject in She Walks in Beauty? The light of the night has the qualities of the skin. It can be touched. It is tender. Daylight, in comparison, is gaudy, is bright. It's vulgar. It is lacking. If she gained or lost only a little of either the dark or light, her nameless grace. This is again a second religious reference that is being made, as I mentioned, as grace is related to the Christian ideals. I won't go into the details now, would be undermined. Her natural grace moves from hair, waves in every raven tress, to face which peacefully reflects her inner thoughts, which must be pure. Next question, what effect does the imagery of light and color create on the reader? If she gained or lost only a little of either the dark or light, her nameless grace would be undermined. The poet reflects the delicacy of her being. Her natural grace moves from hair, waves in every raven tress, to face which peacefully reflects her inner thoughts, which must be pure. There are some repetitions, thoda sa questions pe aap dekh sakte hain. She wins people over with a glowing, bright smile. This focus on the positive physical attributes leads to the conclusion that morally she is also faultless. Her love is innocent. She spends her time doing good things, suggestive of saintly pursuits and behavior. She is content with her earthly existence, unsullied by life and untainted by love. She is not spoiled. She is pure. She is ethereal. Last question. What does the line, a heart whose love is innocent, mean? The poet values the presence of shadows and the lights that strike the face of the lady so perfectly. He admires how the shadows along with light strike her cheeks and over her brows. He describes the view with the adjective soft, calm, and eloquent. And on that cheek and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet so eloquent. He further illustrates a silent expression by describing her entire face, keeping her lips, brows, and cheeks under the spotlight. He speaks of her heart, whose love is innocent like a child, the smiles that win, the tints that glow. This is from the poem, these lines, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. You can take from these questions some pointers to write your answers. I've just mentioned some pointers. You can elaborate it. You can shorten your answer to 50 words. You can lengthen it to 75 words or 100 words or 150. That's all. I would like to thank my technical team. She's a girl of 7th standard who has helped me with this animation and in preparing the PowerPoint presentation. Students, you people are quite smart. I'm not so tech savvy like you students, but you people, I learn a lot from you people. So this girl, Sanvi Maitre of Standard 7, she has helped me in preparing some of those effects that I've given. I must thank her. And I would like to thank Assistant Professor Sulok Raghuvanshi sir, who is also a PhD scholar, who has helped me in preparing this PowerPoint presentation. So my presentation comes to an end. Now it's time for a hot cup of coffee, dear friends and the organizers. Let's move over. Thanks a lot. And if you have any doubts or anything, please, you can ping me or you can ask the organizers to get back to me. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you for the hot coffee.
Thanks a lot, students. Thanks a lot, organizers, for giving me a chance to speak on such a big platform. And I'm really honored. Hadn't Sujata madam approached me, I don't think this day I could have met all of you on this
Bipasha
big
madam,
platform.
please stop sharing your screen first.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Stop share. Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful presentation.
Thanks a lot.
Yes.
I hope you
Now
liked it.
I would request Dr. Nihal Sheikh to do the honors.
Dr. Bipasha Ghoshal, Associate Professor and Head Department of English, Dhanwate National College, has made a very effective presentation on She Walks in Beauty. Line by line explanation has contributed a great deal in easy comprehension of the poem. Her presentation has proved her scholarly approach towards literature and academics. I, on behalf of the organizers, express my deep sense of gratitude to Dr. Bipasha Ghoshal. Thank you, madam. And with this formal vote of thanks, today's session comes to an end. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks, Priya ma'am. Thanks, Dr. Shraddha ma'am. Thanks, Sujata ma'am. And thanks, Nehal.
Thanks for the wonderful coffee.
Yes.
Thank you, madam. Let's
Although
have
it was virtual, it was virtual, hoping to God that we meet in better times.
Better times.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See you all
Bye-bye.
tomorrow, students. Thank you. Bye.